Have you ever found yourself scrolling mindlessly, even though you said you wouldn't? It's been 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. and not only this evening and your sleep schedule is fucked, but tomorrow morning is also fucked. Overindulgence in instant gratification over the things that give you real fulfillment. This video is about the solution of 90% of people's problems. The thing that plagues modern young men today. What is that solution? Digital minimalism. Don't know if you read the book by Cal Newport, but you should. Great book. Here it is. Ka-chow. Throughout most of my A-levels, which I don't know if there's any Americans watching, that's like the final 2 years of high school in the UK, I was addicted to distraction. I'd spend a lot of the time scrolling on low-quality instant gratification, and that fucked up my grades. Towards the second half of year 13, my senior year, it got a bit better, and I saved it, and I managed to get into university, but I could have done much better, much better. Social media fucked up my school career. I'm not saying, oh, it wasn't my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. I have to have accountability for that, for my choices, and I'm making new decisions, learning how to study better, doing courses on that shit, and whatnot. The root cause of the problem was social media. It fucked me up, and I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people who don't reach their academic or even life potential because of the fucking purposefully manipulative tool of social media. It purposely divert your attention away from the things that are important. Instagram, social media, distraction sucks your most valuable asset away, attention, and that is unacceptable. Now, I'm not perfect, but I've made progress into sustainable digital minimalism. Me a year from now would have loved to do the things that I'm doing now, and that would have changed his life. And if you're a bit like him, scrolling a bit too much, not getting enough sleep, yada yada, this video could really help you out. What is it? Digital minimalism. We throw around the word, but what's the exact definition? I'll give it to you. It's a philosophy of technology use in which you focus your online time on a small number of carefully selected and optimized activities that strongly support things you value and then happily miss out on everything else. Now, a lot of people will have objections here. They'll say, oh, but social media is great, it serves my values, it helps me. I like posting dog pictures. I like to keep up with my aunts and my uncles. I like funny memes. But that's the thing. You have to shift from an any benefit mindset to the best benefit mindset. Okay? Yeah, there are benefits to using social media. No shit. But what are the 3 most important things you use social media for? I'll say mine, and you can think of yours, but I'll give it to you right here. Keeping up with friends, keeping up with family, and inspiration stuff, like good, really good productivity, helpful content. Now, how much time on Instagram did you spend doing that? Me, my feed was mostly self-improvement shit in a couple of memes, and I still spent 90% of the time not really applying much of it, 90% of the time scrolling, wasting fucking time. That's the thing, it's any benefit mindset. Sure, there's some benefit, but is it the best benefit? Really? It's the way you're using it. Is the technology giving you a great benefit that's worth its inherent cost? And is the specific way you're using it worth that? If you're a bit like me, you spend most of your time doing things you didn't really want to do. So how do we shift to a minimalist mindset? A mindset that says, yes, this has value, but is it the best way to support it? Well, you have to purposely think about how you're going to use social media. I have my rules written down on a Notion board. Like, I value social connection, but wouldn't it be better if I use WhatsApp to text all the people's friends I have? Because they're important. Like, I'll have their number. And if it's like, oh, what about an old friend? Do you really need the Instagram app on your phone? No, that's just inviting distraction. Delete that shit, okay? Delete all the fucking meme fucking accounts you follow, because what the fuck's the point of that? How often do you text those old friends that you don't have their number? Very often. So just use Instagram on your laptop, because no one does that. It's not optimized for that. Scrolling's not as good. And you can just log in manually, don't save your account details, look at any DMs, see if there's anyone you want to respond to or talk to. Not even respond to, because you can just delete. You say, oh, message me on WhatsApp, talk to, oh, I haven't talked to Goody Ha from my high school class in a while, let me just pow, instead of DM, and check in a couple of days. Bang. There's no need to scroll mindlessly. It fucks up your mental health. Now, this isn't your fucking fault, not really. It's your responsibility, and you should be accountable for it, as in you should now change your decisions. You balance the account and say, I fucked up, but now I haven't, and you're responsible, so you control your response, right? But it's not your fault. These social media companies spend billions on fucking geniuses, right? With like Harvard fucking degrees, who have one job to increase retention. That's it. They want to keep you there for 10 seconds longer by using a specific color on the screen or a specific post. They want your attention because that's what makes them money. They use the same tactic as fucking Las Vegas slot machines. As in, there's like 3 posts that don't really do shit for you, that are like, whatever, why am I wasting time on this? Then just when you might think of going away, you get something good that's like, wow, this is fun, right? Because that's how your brain works, you know? It's rewards that aren't constant. There's a variation to it. Your brain gets addicted to that. If you have social media on your phone, I don't have WhatsApp. It doesn't count as fucking social media, obviously. It's just a fucking messaging app. And if you have an iPhone, you can have the fucking, I don't know, Messenger, whatever the fuck they call it. But if you have social media on your phone, you have a slot machine in your pocket. And you are a gambling addict. That's what you are. You're a crack addict, you have a needle of crack in your pocket. If you have any problem with social media. Now some people, oh no, I'm great with it. And it's not a problem for me. I'm great, this video isn't for you. For most young men, including myself, it's a fucking massive problem. Now here's what you do, and what I strongly recommend. You need to do a dopamine detox. For 7 days, you're gonna go extreme. This isn't meant to be a sustainable approach, this 7 days. It's meant to be extreme. It's like going on a fast, right? Delete everything, no fucking TV, no nothing, stare at a wall, I don't care. You're gonna do fuck all. If you need a text, go on WhatsApp, that's fine. You can call and like use Google Maps, but for all intents and purposes, you have a fucking brick phone with maps and text. That's what you have, right? And you're gonna focus on journaling and figuring out exactly what your values are. After those 7 days, you're gonna write a manual on how to use these technologies. It's like a set of rules you follow to make sure you maximize not only what you use, but how you use it. Like, I haven't deleted my Instagram account because there's like 1 or 2 people I want to message. Is that worth having it on my phone? Fuck no. Is that worth having it on a tab on my browser open? No. I look at Instagram once every 2 weeks to text someone I haven't seen in a while, and usually what I do is I just send them my number and say, hey, text me on WhatsApp, I don't use this shit. And then they do. And if they don't, well, are they that important really? Like, it's not that difficult to text on WhatsApp. I'm just gonna give you a couple examples. You might have to adapt these, but they may help you out. So I'll give you one. Delete TikTok off your fucking phone and off your fucking, like, everything. Like, TikTok is trash. There's nothing valuable on TikTok at all. You know, I think, oh, well, I have these fun, you know, how-to videos and investment videos, and yeah, I get you. But, like, the problem with short-form content is just a constant drip of dopamine into your brain. It fucks your attention, because it's all 6 seconds long or not. It isn't fine, it's not 6 seconds long, but it's all 30-second long shit that fucks your attention. And how often do you really think about the things that you see on TikTok and apply them? Never. It's fucking useless. TikTok is the one thing that's like fucking spaz. It's spaz. Delete it. Delete it. Okay? There's nothing you can get on TikTok that you can't get from a fucking blog, a weekly fucking email newsletter, or a YouTube video. Because YouTube is longer form. Long form YouTube is alright. If you're watching videos that are 7 minutes or more mindfully, that's fine. But TikTok, delete it. It's a scourge upon society. YouTube has changed my life in a very positive way, but I think even the way I was using that, dog shit. So here's what you do. You get this browser extension, completely free, YouTube Unplugged. Saves my life. On jar. What you do is you're going to turn YouTube from all that fucking homepage subscription, YouTube Shorts in the corner. First of all, you delete YouTube off your phone. Right? That's it. You don't need to use it on your phone. You can do it in your browser. I don't have YouTube on my phone. Fib, actually. I have an Android. I can't delete YouTube on my phone, but I have it set on like fucking parental controls on 0 minutes. I also have a bunch of things that make it a pain in the ass, so I don't ever use it. And it's not saved on like my fucking apps things. I have to Google it. Basically, I can't use YouTube except for like looking up a yoga video that I need to do, and I use that on browser. And you might think, oh, what if I need to look something up on YouTube, a YouTube video? You can look at YouTube videos without having YouTube. You can just press it on Google, look in videos, and you can open them up, right? But it's less addictive and optimized and that shit, so that's good. You're gonna get YouTube Unplugged to make your browser less addicting. It's literally a free extension, download it. It can turn YouTube from like this shit of like subscriptions and fucking homepage, which are fucking great. All the videos on my homepage are great. if I go on my homepage, chances are it's like a 30% chance I'm going to click on something I didn't really mean to click on. YouTube Unplugged takes that shit away. No subscriptions, no YouTube Shorts. Don't use YouTube Shorts, right? I upload Shorts, but that's to get people off YouTube Shorts. It's this real mindfuck. Don't do that shit. What I do, my YouTube thing just is like a fucking search bar, basically, which is great. I can go, boom. I've scheduled on this day I can look at YouTube, and for this amount of time. There are certain creators that I follow that are incredibly valuable. Hamza, for example, if anyone knows him, or this is a guy called Dan Coe. Found him on Instagram. Stopped using Instagram. He has a YouTube channel and an email list. That's how I follow him, basically. And you basically just can do that, and you can just type them in, and there's no like on the sidebar. There's no mindless going on the sidebar. There's no, oh, what's this video next? It's literally just, I want to see what the guy's uploaded. It's valuable in this time that I scheduled. Great, let's do it. Now YouTube is working for me. When it comes to Snapchat, I never really used it much, so I really can't give you any advice. Just after the dopamine detox, take a look at it. Is it really adding to your values the best way possible? Is it not? And make a choice of that. Come on. This is not only related to digital minimalism, but also focus and deep work. Another book by Cal Newport, it's great. You really shouldn't check your emails or use any social media or any like text or WhatsApp in the morning, or if not the entire morning because you have work or whatever. If you have like a morning routine, you're on that level and you do deep work in that morning routine, you shouldn't do it after like 10 when your morning's finished on the weekends, or after like you started going to school or whatever. You have like the first 3-4 hours in the morning without any phone to just optimize your focus for that deep work and not get distracted by news, dumb shit like that. Also, don't watch the news. Who the fuck watches the news? What are you, 80? Go get an email list that gets the important shit. There's nothing valuable going on in the world that you need to know about every single day for 99% of people. Most of it is just like farming your attention for fucking clickbait the news, honestly. I'm going on a bit of a rant, but this one's really fucking important. I have an Android. There's this thing called black and white mode. Use your phone on black and white mode like 90% of the time. It's way less stimulating. They optimize the colors to keep you on the phone. If you just turn black and white mode on, there's no optimized colors. Doing your phone is a bit more boring, and that's good. This is boring. I'm gonna spend more time on real life, actual good shit, which is less boring. What else do we have? Focus mode. Focus mode is great. My phone's on focus mode all of the time. Now, you can set it specifically to allow text on WhatsApp. That's what I do. You can text me on WhatsApp, I'm on focus mode, whatever. I usually keep my phone in my fucking room, and I'm in my fucking office here while I work. At least that's where I am now. And usually I keep my phone when I'm in my own house, my own room. I chuck that shit under the bed. But focus mode is a game changer. Oh, notifications. Big one, right? Most of them should be off. Unless you have messaging apps, you shouldn't have notifications on for any fucking apps. No like YouTube telling you about a subscription of something, you shouldn't have YouTube on your phone. No fucking tweedly, no, none of that shit. Just turn it off, right? Do not disturb is different to focus mode. I use it in the morning only because it just blocks everything out except calls. You can set it to not block calls. I don't recommend blocking calls because this day and age, if someone calls you, it's probably an emergency. Who calls people just out of the blue? Your grandparent, maybe. But do not disturb is on in the morning. I turn it off, and focus mode is on, which lets me see WhatsApp. But like, most of my notification block is blocked. Focus mode doesn't dickle really, because I don't get no notifications except for like text anyway. But in case it's something, there are a couple, 1 or 2 apps that still have notification on, like my sleep timer shit and Headspace, which gives nice little reminders of like, be mindful, yada yada. I can just like, focus mode doesn't show it until I turn it off. After the 7 days, write a technology manifesto, a manual on how to use technology. Call it whatever you want. You're gonna write like the rules that you follow, because you're gonna get your higher brain's gonna be your own boss now. You're gonna be your own boss and see exactly what's the best way to use these technologies and not let them use you. Now, why should you take your technology so seriously and so like neurotically, you might think? And I'm not like a fucking mental pusher. I'm not like a detail-oriented guy. You wouldn't call me that. But if you knew me in real life, that is. But why should you take it so seriously? It seems so fucking serious. First of all, it's your fucking life. You should take it seriously. Not too seriously to where that it's too serious. You have to laugh at yourself, have a laugh, as you do. But you should take it seriously. Second of all, those people at fucking Silicon Valley, Mark Zuckerberg, he takes your technology use seriously. He optimizes and spends millions to make sure you stay on his platform. And fuck your life, because he doesn't give a shit about that. Why should he? He's making money off you, a shit ton of money off you, when you should be the one making money from your attention and your focus, and you should be fulfilling your highest potential, making the most out of life, using that energy and your fucking time, the most important resource there is. But he's not, because Mark Zuckerberg has his hand up your ass and he's using you as a sock puppet to make him money. That's what's happening right now. So you need to take it seriously. Write a fucking manifesto. I've got a Notion. I look at it like every other fucking day, as well as I do my goals and whatnot, to be like, yes, I'm a digital minimalist. I use technology. Technology doesn't use me. Do not trust that weak part of your brain, the amygdala, the inner bitch, the lizard brain, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the lower self. Don't trust it when it says, oh, maybe if I just use a bit of Instagram today, if I sign in on my browser, you know, every fucking day and then defeat the purpose. What if I want to post dog pics anyway and this guy's crazy? Don't trust that motherfucker. That's like the same thing as a gambler telling, oh, one more spin, maybe I'll win this time. A crack addict, oh, the last needle, I swear, guys. Don't trust it. Okay? Digital minimalism gives you the focus you need to achieve your goal, to do the things you were put here to do. I'm not religious, but put here to do instead. Really appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Go outside, go touch a leaf, go do something productive, get off social media. Have a good one. Thanks so much.